Welcome to the Smart Guy 251 podcast. It's your boy Ski, Mr. Fields in the building. And we got Ray in the building. How y'all doing today on this Sunday
What it
night?
do?
What's
What
up?
it do? What it do?
What's up, brother? How y'all doing?
Man, doing all right, man. Y'all Sunday been good today?
I've been in the bed all day today.
I'm breathing, bro. I'm breathing. We balling like rock stars, man. Let's get it.
Hey, Ray, you was in the bed all day, man. We been hot. We had a long night last night, and goddamn, we out today.
I'm feeling like a youngster, man. I've been wilding out all weekend.
Mr.
Okay.
Field came by the house last night. Sam came by the house last night, watched a little Boston chip. Know what I'm saying? Talk a little sports. We there was chilling. But today's episode is about who is the best center of all time. Everybody that's watching, I want y'all to chime in on the comments. Drop who y'all think is the best center of all time while we go on this live and debate it. So, Mr. Fields, I'm gonna start with you. Who you feel like the best center of all time?
Well, there's a lot of guys you can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you you can go with numbers, you can go with championship,
All
but we talking about the best 5 all time that you gonna play with your money on the line.
right.
I'm going with Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because the other 5 are all good. All of them good. I just know when Shaq was dominating the league and dominating the other 5.
Yeah.
We ain't got to argue. It's self-explanatory.
Okay.
Now some people like to argue and say his numbers are better than him. But why these folks keep jumping out the way or falling down when Shaq coming up?
What they were doing falling down.
They falling down, they get out the way. They look over there and discuss like when you gonna put somebody else here or when you gonna double team so we can make somebody else shoot the ball. If you let Shaq will lean on you, spin move, alley hoop, and he called you barbecue chicken. Anytime you get called something like barbecue chicken, come on, man. Come on. And they can go to Hack and Shack. I told you, like Ray, like I told you about James Harden, no disrespect. They change rule. Anytime they change rule because of you is a bad son of a gun. They change rules and they use within the rule of the Hacker Shack. That's why they call it Hacker Shack. We're gonna fire him and make him shoot free throws. I'd rather him shoot a free throw shot than dunk it. I'd rather him get a free throw shot than get an alley hoop. I got 3 guys that don't play every night. You know how many fouls that is? I can get 15 timeouts. 15 free timeouts just fouling Shaq. I can regroup, change my line up, tell them my 3-point shooter to get hot early before the game. We get a lead, now we can coast. We ain't got to play hard against the Lakers because Shaq going to get his regardless. He got 50, 60 points, but he's shooting about 30 free throws. And if he start missing, clank. He going to put them waffles down that they janked him about because he used to eat waffles all the time because that was he had money with Burger King. He had money with Radio Shack. You know, Shaq got money with everybody right now. But at that time, he gained that weight when he went to LA and partying. And he forgot that, I need to work on my free throw. But when they got playoff and championship time, Shaq not no free throw down. Now I know you're gonna go do some homework, pull up some numbers, get your stacks together, and talk very articulate on the podcast. I get it. But the fans, the people that watch TV right now, the one that sit at the house watching it on the laptop, they know. And I hope they get in the comment to let you know there ain't nobody arguing with Shaq. This all of us should pick the same guy. Now you can go pick the other guys you like. You can do that. But I told her, I said, I'll raid my man. We're gonna just tell it like it is, and we're gonna move on. Now, go ahead, Ray.
Who you saying that was?
Before Ray go.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. Before Ray go, everybody that tuned in, please like and subscribe to Smart Guys 251. Go ahead, Ray.
Okay.
All right, like, comment, subscribe. Smart Guys 251 on YouTube. Who you saying? Just quick question. Who you saying go do their research and comment and all that? They have stats. Who is that?
Look, man, you're a very smart individual. You know how to touch buttons and move your fingers and stuff like that. You know, I'm proud of you.
You were saying that to me. You were talking about
me. Yeah. See, when I say something, you ain't gotta hear about it from down the street, around the corner. I'm gonna tell you, I'm straight to your face. Me right now, it's going down just like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you know what I'm saying? I guess y'all think y'all got me learned on this show.
No, I ain't say that.
Right.
See, the way I cook.
Hold on,
the way I cook. Oh, my bad, sir.
No, don't just say. Let me say this. Right. You do that every show. You look down at your phone trying to research. Go ahead, Miss Phil.
Yeah, the way I cook, I go ahead and put the butter on you early. We try to eat, man. We try to eat. We at the season and come here. Let me put some of that mustard on there. You know, you put mustard on there. Butter that in right there. You know what I'm talking about? I want it hot. I want it hot.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I ain't the best cook. I'll burn something. You know what I'm saying? I burn you. I put you across the grill and I burn you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the best cook. I almost burned my apartment down a couple years ago. But that's neither here nor there. Trying to cook an omelet. You know what I'm saying? Fell asleep on it.
You can't cook.
I fell asleep on it. You know what I'm saying? By the time I woke up, the fire department done threw the skillet in the sink. And when I woke up, I thought there was some hockey players in my apartment. You know, the lights was off. You know, they thought it could have been electrical. You don't turn the lights on, you don't know what the smoke coming from. You know, shoot, I had to come outside in some basketball shorts and a button up.
So, see, at my grandma's house, we had a heater, stove, we had a heater fireplace inside. It was in the house, so it was warm already. You were already hot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell the fans why they shouldn't listen to you, because when you were growing up, you had a rotary phone. And they don't know what that is. That's the phone that you do the numbers like that and they come back and click. Yeah, you got to do it like that. Most of them don't know what that is. But let me go tell y'all what.
It don't matter. Look here. They don't know nothing about the book. Well, you got to go to table content. It don't matter. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to bring it to the table. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you what a real skillet look like. Not a little play skillet you be cooking on.
All right. So anyways.
Anyways, okay.
Hold on, Mr. Field say Shaq is his top center of all time.
He say Shaq, and I ain't gonna. I mean, who you like is who you like, you know, cause if you say who the most dominant center that you've seen, you know, you just talking about brute force, and he had a little bit of finesse with it. He had some drop steps. He had, you know.
And take it one end of court to the other end, right?
He used to start crossing folks over.
Hold on, don't do that.
Very athletic. He was very athletic. He's very big, very strong. So what we seen growing up, Shaq is the most dominant center we seen as far as brute strength go and athleticism and stuff like that.
So who's your center of all time, right?
But I would have to say, I'm gonna go ahead and let me just get this show started. I'm gonna say Jokic. I'm gonna say Nikola Jokic is the best center of all time. And listen, I'm gonna use the same criteria I use when I'm talking about GOATs, when I'm talking about who the greatest of all time is. Because if I was talking like the GOAT, if I was to say Jordan was the GOAT, then I would be talking about scoring primarily, like scoring and winning titles. But I don't say that. I say LeBron is, because I'm talking about all around game.
Hey, Ray.
Let me finish my thought now. I would be talking about all around game. I would be talking about scoring, assists.
Why you bringing up LeBron and Jordan? Like,
no, I'm saying I'm doing listen, this is what I'm saying. The way I pick my center is the same way I pick the GOAT.
Okay.
Because I'm saying if that's what I said. I said because if I was to say Joe, I would be talking about scoring and stuff. But if since I picked LeBron, the same criteria gonna go for my center. My center gonna have to do a lot more than just one thing. Like Kareem, of course, would have to be everybody go if we talking about dominance, most points by a center ever. Good shot blocker, good rebounder. He's a good player, but I didn't watch him growing up. You know, to be honest with you, I didn't watch him growing up because I wasn't born. But not when he
Google him.
No. I
Pull
seen
up
him
his
with the
numbers
Lakers.
since high school. Pull up his numbers since college. The boy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar been winning. He been winning. You should love him.
No. I'm not saying that. I seen him with the Lakers.
Just because you ain't watching don't mean they weren't great.
No. Just like when I said the other night, Friday night, when I said we were talking about was Magic Johnson overrated, I said I thought Steph was the best the best point guard ever. And just because the same way I talk about Magic Johnson, because I said Magic Johnson played with like 8 Hall of Famers, right? He came into a great situation. Kareem played with Magic, so it's kind of like, even though they're great, I still gotta just like Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain averaged like 37, 51 year, but his competition level wasn't as high. Plus, we didn't get to watch him. And you gotta factor in competition. And he was the most dominant center that ever played. Because he was bigger than everybody.
I got a question.
Yeah,
You just said your argument about what you were talking about the greatest guy put all the numbers. Steph won championship with KD, right?
Yeah. I factor that in.
We talking about the Grand Reaper. Hold on now.
He got 2 on with him.
We talking about the Grand Reaper. Now I'm gonna go back to your point you just made. Magic Johnson played with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but guess what? Steph got 2 championships playing with KD.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm not.
It gotta make sense though, right? It gotta make sense.
That's all factored in.
Steph can't get his shot off. He can't get his shot off unless he got KD out there. That's why they brought him in. Draymond was crying in the parking lot. They had to go get KD. They talk about LeBron giving Wade and Bosh. They were crying. We can't beat Bron by ourselves. We got to go get the Grand Reaper.
But Mr. Fields,
so you said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. KD is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from the elbow out. He is fundamentally sound. He is dirt with handles. We talking about Dirt, the same guy
who is?
Dirt went through the whole Western Conference and won a championship. Stop being disrespectful.
Who you saying was Dirt with handles? Who you saying is Dirt with handles?
That's what KD is.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking Kareem. That's why I had to stop you. Okay, but anyway, let me finish. Let me finish my thought.
I want you to make it make sense, because the old head that's in the comment know I ain't lying. They know what I'm talking about. But the new head, I get it. Put up your number. They changed the rules to score. They changed the rules to score. I can sit on your hip and not let you do all that dribbling. I'm just saying.
They changed the rule for Wilt too. So I just told you something you didn't know. You said Shaq was the most dominant player. He wasn't. Wilt Chamberlain was the most dominant center ever because of the competition. Because he had shorter people guarding him.
Hey,
me and Ski don't believe. Me and Ski still don't believe that he had 100 points in the game. But still.
Let me interject though, right? Wilt Chamberlain was an athlete.
I ain't saying he wasn't an athlete.
Hold on. Jumping and running. I'm pretty sure that if he played in the 80s, in the 90s, he'd still be dominated. He was athletic, bro. He just he was ahead of his time.
But you ain't hear what I just said. I said Wilt Chamberlain is the most dominant center ever. It's not Shaq. That's what I just said. I said he's the most dominant, but I said you also got to factor in that everybody that was guarding him, they was way smaller, and they didn't have the athletic ability.
How many
He never went
championships
against.
Wilt got
He
to
never
check?
even
How
went
many?
against Bill
Who the
Russell. Hold on.
greatest Laker
Bill
all
Russell
time?
6'9".
It don't
Bill
matter.
Russell 6'9".
How many defensive player of the years he won? That's what he was known for, defense. He never went against Kareem. He was the only person blocking the skyhook. He was the only.
Okay. All right. So after you name them two people, how many more people can you name though? But that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
I just named two of the quote unquote top centers of all time. We had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the record for scoring before LeBron broke it. So are you going up against that?
I said Kareem.
Hold on, they both was in the East.
I just said that Kareem, if you talking like championships and accomplishments and accolades, he would have to be your best center of all time, right? I said the most dominant that I've seen play was Shaq, but the most dominant that played was Wilt. And I said, dude, yeah, his competition had factored into that. Because think about how dominant Shaq was. But then you think about we're having 70 and 50 something, and you know, and Embiid is the most skilled center that we probably ever seen. Him and Hakeem Olajuwon.
What about Elijah Wan?
I just said that. I said him and Hakeem Olajuwon. I said him and Olajuwon. Then you have Jokic. Jokic is listen. Shaq ain't never, for how dominant Shaq is, Shaq never averaged 30 points in a season. He was right there at 29, though. 28?
Traditional big man.
Hey,
28, 29.
Hold on.
And B averaged 30 the last 3 years.
First of all, Jokic ain't never averaged what Shaq averaged in the finals.
Jokic just averaged 29 this year. He averaged triple-double.
Season. We talking about in the playoffs. Shaq up there. Shaq scored how many points? He scored how many points for a career high in the playoffs? Jokic ain't did that yet. See, you give
Jokic give you the same that Shaq give you.
Like, I'm gonna use your argument on you like you be telling me.
Well, that's what you're gonna have to use. That's what you're gonna have to use because Jokic give you the same as Shaq, but then he give you the assists and rebounds too. That's why I'm putting him as the number one center.
He giving you assists and
so
rebounds.
So Shaq don't gotta sit up.
Do that. Ain't no point guard out there. Shaq played with point guards and stuff. What are you talking about?
Shaq played with Kobe.
Penny Hardaway dominated the ball. He played with point guards. Jamal Murray ain't even been on the court for real this year.
They have to take Shaq out the game at the end of the game. I watched the Lakers. Come on now. Y'all know this. They had to take him out the game because he couldn't shoot free throws. Now, I seen him hit some clutch free throws. But they had to take him out the game.
Hold on. How many finals did have Jokic been to? That's all I'm asking. I just want to ask. I ain't talking about.
I think one.
Huh?
I think one.
And how many years he been in the league?
I don't know what, 8, 10?
10. Now, Shaq went to the finals with Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dominating in Orlando, he went to the finals in Orlando.
Is Jamal Murray better than Penny Hardaway?
Who?
Are you serious?
Is Jamal Murray better than Penny Hardaway?
Nothing to do with that. We're talking about Shaq.
Are you serious?
Is he better than Kobe Bryant? That's who was on his team though. Now you don't act like he have the top five player on his team.
Wait, we ain't doing that. We ain't talking about them. We talking about Shaq and Jokic. When Shaq went to LA, they ain't made no final when he first went up there with Eddie Jones. They ain't do all that. Nick Van Exel, they ain't make. But
they lost like 4 years in a row before they made the playoffs.
Shaq went to how many finals in a row? 4, right? 4, right?
Yeah.
He was the last person to win a three-peat since Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah, yes, because I would tell everybody that Kobe was gonna 4-peat because you know that's my favorite player of all time. So I was like, we about to 4-peat. We about to 4-peat.
I understand.
Yeah, I remember that.
I understand that.
I remember that. And they struggled against the Detroit Pistons.
Right.
The whole team did. Shaq and Kobe.
But listen, you're not finna tell me, and I understand that's that's how you feel who's the best center of all time, and that's your pick. Just like Mr. Fields got Shaq, that's y'all pick. But you're not finna sit up and tell me Jokic, he rebound assistant. Hell, Jokic just started this shit. He just started this shit a few years ago where he actually was playing with like dominating for as a center. He ain't going against nobody. You talking about the Shags, the Hakeem Olajuwons, all the Pat Ewing. They came in the league averaging 20 and 10. David Robinson, they came in the league doing that in an era where you have more skilled centers than you do today. Tell me who Jokic going against that center. Jaren Jackson Jr.? Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bean stay hurt. He listen. He
hey man, get out that computer, man.
Hey Ray, he
hey man, get out that phone, man.
Hold on. Jordan Embiid done played the same amount of games he done missed. He done missed 400 something games. So this is what I'm saying. How are you gonna tell me about a center that's doing all that in the era with hardly no big man? We seen Shaq in the 90s. We seen him versus Hakeem. We seen him versus David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. We seen him in there, Lonzo Moore, and we seen him go again in the 90s when you had other skilled centers. But we ain't seen Jokic but against Embiid, and we seen what he was doing when Embiid was actually healthy. Embiid actually had a better stat line than he did when they were playing. So I know what.
Ray, sit up, right? Ray, sit up, Ray. Hold your head up, right? Put your chest up.
Hold on, ain't
put
no way
your
you
chest up.
Tell me he's better than Kareem, Hakeem, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, and Shaq. Man, your boy know. Hold on, you always say one half of the story. You say you like him for just like LeBron because he played all around. Michael Jordan was known to score. If you look at Michael Jordan's stats, Michael Jordan was an all-around player before they actually built a team around him to relieve some of the stuff that he was doing. Because he averaged 8 rebounds and 8 assists in one season, right? So you got to be playing all around to do that. So, but also on the defensive end, what you don't talk about with Jokic, because Jokic don't have not one all defensive team selection, not one at all. He averaged like 0.5 blocks a game. It's the same as LeBron's. And we're talking about a center, a 7-1 center. And you mean to tell me the best center of all time when he on the good on the offensive end? But what about the defensive end? Come on, bro. No. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't making
Ray,
sense.
sit up, right? Don't lay down on me. Sit up, right?
He's more skilled than every center that you just named.
He's not more skilled than he's not more skilled than Hakeem Olajuwon. Definitely not.
That's the only person that you can kind of name for real.
He's not more skilled than David Robinson. David Robinson was doing the same shit he was doing, bringing the ball.
No, he wasn't.
The man scored 70 damn points in a game, bro. How skilled can you be?
What that mean? What that mean?
Man, come on.
You need.
No. Rebounding is not a skill. We're gonna stop that. Passing the ball, they got him set up like that. They often start at the free throw line, bro. Jamal Murray is not a point guard. All he does is rub. All they do is rub off him. Come on, man. Stop doing that. No, bro. Stop doing that. No, right? You ain't finna get away with that. You ain't finna get away with that Jokic shit.
So you're gonna talk about David Robinson 70-point game?
He had a quadruple double. Where's Jokic? Where's Jokic? The closest person with that quadruple double was Anthony Davis, and he almost had it. But shit, David Robinson got a quadruple double. Where's Jokic? He don't play defense. So how can he be the best center of all time? That's all I'm asking. How? Because he averaged.
Ray, stop looking at your phone, right?
You don't average 10
Answer the man, right?
I know in his career. Listen, Jokic ain't started killing till a few years ago. When he came in the league, he wasn't having number 10. I'd already seen his stats. I know what's going on. Stop.
Why you doing a progress report right now, man? Put that phone down, man. You supposed to know this.
No, listen.
You supposed to know this.
I got Jokic stats right here. His first year, he averaged 10 points, 10.7 rebounds. Next year, 16 points, 9 rebounds. The 18 year, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 19, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Then the next year, 19 points, 9 rebounds. 26 and 10 and 8, 27, 11 and 13, 24, 11 and 9. He's still, like I said, that's it. But let's go to the defensive side. 0.6 in blocks. One steal against 1.4 steal. No all defense. Look, 7-time
Ray, we
All-Star.
tired of looking at the top of your head, man. Let's go, Ray.
No defensive selection on an all defensive team. Don't tell me about a man that he don't play on number one side of the ball. Come on, bro.
Let me say something real quick about that David Robinson 71-point game.
I don't want to
hold your head up.
In the face, in the face. It was 7 quadruple double.
Yep, you don't want to hear about the 71-point game because it was a controversial game.
How you want to talk about it with
Dominique? It was a controversial game. They was up 20. And he got 10 points in the last 2 minutes. And the fans was pretty upset about this because they were force feeding him and his teammates refused to shoot for him to get the scoring title over Shaq that year. By like what it is, point.
Hey man, we don't hear all that crime, man. We don't hear all that crime.
Shaq with 29.3, he got 29 points. I'm just saying. It's a game where his teammates refused to shoot. It's a game where his teammates refused to shoot, and he shot 25 free throws. And they force fed him and left him in the game while the Spurs was up. Listen to me now. The Spurs was up 20 points. And they left him in the game so he could get the scoring title. So don't come here talking about those 71-point games and with no genuine 71-point game.
In the stats.
When you talking about Devin Booker the other day?
Hello, man.
When you talking about Devin Booker? Devin Booker had 70.
Ooh. I'm looking at David Robinson. The man was the defensive player of the year, 8-time all defensive player of the year. And when you go in the stat book, it don't say that they was up 20 and they put him in the game, they force feed him, or that his teammates.
But that's what happened. You gotta do your research.
No, I don't want to hear that. That's what's happened. This was in the books. The books is 70. Then the books is saying quadruple double. All I'm saying is he played both sides of the ball. Jokic don't. So how the hell can he be the greatest center of all time? It ain't making sense.
Look, let me tell you this. Jokic play defense. He just got 4 feet. He play defense. Yes, he do.
No, he don't. Who
he not no lazy. He not no lazy defender. He play defense. He got 4 feet. He just got 4 feet.
And if you got 4 feet, how can you be a great defender? You got to move those.
Hey, how they do on Family Feud? Alex, who is Larry Bird? Who is Larry Bird? 500, Alex.
Who Larry Bird stop?
Larry Bird was noticed as a great defender.
Who did Larry Bird? Listen, who did Larry Bird?
Not nobody.
All right,
but he was given credit for being a great defender with 4 feet.
But are they saying
what about Dan Marley? What about Dan Marley?
Hold on, right? Are you saying Larry Bird the greatest player of all time? Nobody's never said that. But you're saying right now that Jokic.
They was saying it.
No, the fuck they what?
They did say Larry Bird was the greatest at one point.
No, when they said that, right? When they said that
in the 80s? In the 80s?
Man,
Mr. Phil. Have you never heard them say that Larry Bird was the greatest player of all time? In the 80s, 90s, whatever. You never heard this.
No.
You heard Magic though.
You're a Kareem too. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen clear. I'm gonna say it one time. Larry Bird was known for just being a great baller. He had that talking noise, telling you put him on me, you putting a white guy on me. You got to put a brother on me to stop me. Larry Bird was that type of guy. He played with other Hall of Famers.
Before Michael Jordan was considered the greatest, who was they saying was the greatest player of all time?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Y'all ain't never heard them say Magic was the greatest player of all time?
They said
because I heard that growing up.
No, the franchise.
I heard that growing up.
The Lakers franchise. Hey,
no, I heard Magic Johnson was the greatest.
Wait. You know who got the most championship, right? This man, you tripping. You know who got the most championship, right? The Lakers and Boston Celtics.
Right.
The Lakers and the Boston Celtics got more championship than anybody.
Right.
What that got to do with anything? You saying Bill Russell the greatest of all time?
About, if you is not winning championship, shut up. They talk about Larry Bird. He's on a championship team.
Is Bill Russell the greatest player of all time?
No. The reason why that Michael Jordan get the clout he get is because he win championship at the time when it's time to win. And he defeated old legend that won championship.
Y'all wrong. Y'all dead wrong. Because Michael Jordan was being
What's
called the
wrong with you,
greatest.
man? Hey, man,
Michael
stop
Jordan was
Don't
on
get
the
some more.
magazine. They called Michael Jordan the greatest before he got his first ring. He on the
I can care
magazine.
less
They
what
said
Sports
this is the
Center say.
GOAT.
I can care less what Sports Center say. We
You
talking
don't
about the
remember
people.
Larry Bird saying that's God in gym shoes and he swept them?
But why are we talking about Larry Bird? We talking about the center. I ain't never heard
No,
nobody
because
say,
I'm saying Larry Bird was known as a defender, a defensive player, but he had slow feet.
Man, we just know Larry Bird to get rebounds. Larry Bird averaged 10 rebounds a few years when he won the MVP, like 3 years in a row.
Tell me how many all defensive trophy that Larry Bird got. Tell me how many times he won defensive player of the year.
Team selection, and I don't even know if that was first or second team. That's it. He ain't won no defensive player of the year.
Hey,
so what are we
Mr.
talking
Fields,
about?
Before you even ask, Mr. Fields, I'm already on it. I'm already on it.
I got Larry Bird spots. That's right
here. He was defensive. He finished third in defensive player of the year.
No, did he win a defensive player of the year? Because he got 3 all defensive selections. That's it. No defensive player.
Okay, so he was known as a defensive player. He was on the all defensive team.
Yeah, you don't. You know, defensive count as rebounds too, right?
Man.
Hey, you know, defensive count as rebound, right? You know that, right? You know that too, right?
It should.
All right then. So tell me, since you said that, you know, Larry Bird started his career averaging 10 rebounds a game. First year, 10 rebounds. Second year, 10.9, 10.9, 11, 10.1, 10.5. Of course, you're going to be in a defensive player of the year. You rebound. You as a small forward, you averaging 20 and 10.
Bro.
He had 1 year with he had 2 steals a game with that. Come on.
How you get all this from the most dominant big man? Jokic ain't doing all that.
You ain't making the defensive player of the year award. If you ain't making the defensive player of the year award, if you ain't known for defense. Right, rebounding ain't defense.
That's included. What is you talking about? Dwight Howard.
Okay.
He was known for rebound. He averaged well over 10 rebounds a game.
Nah, but you know what Dwight was doing.
Man,
nah, you know what Dwight was doing.
I'm glad I got dreads no more because you made me pull my hair out.
Nah, you know what Dwight was doing. Come on now. Don't act like it was because of rebounding. Dwight was blocking everything left and right.
No. Listen, if he only was just blocking shots, he wouldn't have got the defensive player of the year award. You got to rebound too. It's called defensive rebounding. That's what he did. He had defensive rebounds. Same thing with Larry Bird. He had 1 year where he had 10 rebounds and 2 steals a game. Come on, right?
All right, so you're gonna be on the defensive team.
But he had 10 rebounds. Let's say if he had 5 rebounds or 6 rebounds a game to go with them 2 steals, you think he gonna build a defensive team? No.
All you gotta do is be a high steal player. You're gonna make the defensive player the defensive team. If you get a lot of steals, you're gonna make a defensive team. That's a fact, right?
Nah. I ain't never seen
Anyways, Larry Bird made defensive. He made defensive team with slow feet. Dan Marley made.
I ain't never seen Allen Iverson on a defensive team, and I'm looking at it, and he had led the league in steals.
They ain't like Allen Iverson like that either.
No, that don't matter.
They made a whole dress code. They made a whole dress code for him.
Man, that nigga had 3 steals a game, but he had 2.8, really, which is 3 steals a game because they're gonna round it up, and he didn't make an all defensive team. Come on, man.
Hey, guess what? Larry Bird has Shaq the most dominant. Shaq the most dominant. But
how can you say all I'm saying is no way Jokic can be the greatest center of all time. He only plays one side of the ball. And like I said, if they had a real point guard over there or just a point guard, he wouldn't even have the ball like that much. Facilitate. They got it set up like that. And then, like I said, Jamal Murray ain't even played. Let me look at how many games he played this year. Cause he been trash in the way this year.
Russell Westbrook ain't no
he be on the bench. He be on the
point guard.
He don't start.
Russell Westbrook don't start.
Man, Jamal Murray for his career average 4 assists a game. Man, that ain't gonna cut it. Let's see. He played 66 games this year. He had 21 and 6 assists. 21 and 6 assists. And that's your point guard. That's the same as Curry. He'll score.
Hey, man, this is non-debatable. Jokic is the GOAT. points, assists, rebounds. They say he looked like Magic Johnson out there passing the ball.
That's not
He
the goal, right?
Look, he look like Magic Johnson. He's shooting threes like Larry Bird. Got the same shot as Larry Bird.
Just say he your pick. He's not the great of all time. Just like LeBron ain't.
He your pick too.
No, he's not. Just like LeBron ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. LeBron ain't even close. That nigga ain't even close. Like that. Like
close to what?
Like close to being the GOAT. Like you just sent me all that stupid stuff. Talking about some goddamn who were guarding Jordan when we seen JJ Barea and Jason Terry guard him and going at him. Man, don't tell me about no shit about that. JJ Barea.
I seen Mother both guard Jordan.
Well, who JJ Barea? They the same damn height.
No, they not.
Man, come on, bro. But ain't no way you trying to take up for JJ Barea. Man, right, knock it off, bro. Knock it off. JJ Barea, bro. Jason Terry.
Come on, man. You gotta go back and look at the series. Don't you like to do research?
Bro. You not making
Hey,
sense.
what my boy, Mr. Carr said, whoever said Shaq, they cooking. Right, that's somebody else talking about you got butter on you. You got that hot Crisco butter, man. We cooking you, man.
Hey, look.
Stop this.
Hey, look, he just did this. He just did this other day whenever me and Ski was debate Magic Johnson. Whenever you say something he agree with, he gonna say you cooking.
I mean,
man, look, man, you doing a good job of sounding smart and articulate. I'm just telling you, man, you ain't making no sense, bro. You ain't making no sense.
Man, him and Ski are Patriot fans, and they Patriot fans, and they think Magic Johnson the GOAT.
What they got to do with us? What they got to do with us agreeing to Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time? Anybody with some sense would know that. You the only one that's saying great right now. You the only one that's saying Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time. Matter of fact, they had lost today, and they ain't even run the last play for his ass. Ain't no way he don't get the ball. And then just like you were talking about, I'm glad we brought it up. Mr. Kawhi Leonard had a great day at the office today.
They stopped giving the ball to him and gave it to James Harden. One of the greatest regular season players of all time, James Harden.
They should have did that. James Harden is another star. So he another superstar. Star. He another star. So he got to. Kawhi got him now. So they gave James Harden to close the show. They ran a play for Buddy Hield, bro. Listen, they ran a play for Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield was cooking a little bit in that game.
Cooking.
He was cooking a little bit.
Come on, Ray.
He was cooking. They put him back in the game just for him to shoot the shot.
Man, come on.
He wasn't even in the game at the time.
Ain't no way you give Buddy Hield the ball. Sometimes you got stuff out there. Come on, Ray. You ain't make
Hey, Ski. I asked some audio when he started talking like that.
He said he was cooking Mr. Fields, but he only had 8 points. He was 3 for 7, 2 for 6 for 6. He cooking.
Like I said, when he started talking like that, go get that Charlie Brown. Go get that Charlie Brown now with his wonk 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 wonk, and then play Charlie Brown.
Play Charlie Brown like wonk wonk wonk.
Yeah, there you go. Get some Charlie Brown for him, man. He be tripping, man. Look at him. He back to Googling again. He didn't Google the whole day.
What? I don't gotta Google for y'all. Y'all need to start Googling. Y'all need to start Googling so y'all can get y'all some Google facts.
Buddy Hield, 15 minutes, 3 for 8, 8 points, 2 for 6 and 3. He ain't gotta look it up. I'm looking at it. Tell you.
Hey man, I do this, dog. I do this. We can watch the game tonight.
So hold on, man.
We can go watch some game right now at 10 o'clock tonight. Watch some game tonight. I'm gonna be at work in the morning, go to work, get out of work. We go watch TNT, watch Shaq tonight. Bro, then what I do, man? Stop playing with me with this stuff, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Shaq be hating. Shaq be hating on these players. Shaq be hating. He be hating. He be hating on these players. He got the platform too. He got the platform. Shaq be hating on these players. Shaq be hating though. You can tell who he like, who can tell who he don't like. He be hating on these players. And then like he'll give you credit, but if you start getting too much credit, he'll tell you what he would have did to you back in you'd have been barbecue chicken. He'd have been serving barbecue chicken.
Let me ask you a question.
You gotta double check. What's the question?
Hold on, let me hold on.
Bro.
Before you call Mr. Phil, hold on, let me ask. Right, didn't you say Shaq never averaged 30 in the game in the season, right?
He never averaged 30 in the season, no.
You know the NBA round up the points and stuff, right?
Nah, you don't round up that. There was 29 points something.
Hold on. So when Jokic averaged 30 in the season,
he ain't never averaged 30.
Okay, so they both averaged the same 29.8 points a game.
And then add them assists in there. Now, how many points? Is one player giving versus the other?
No, we're not adding.
No. Because you add assists, then he actually add more points than Shaq is, right?
Oh, man, knock it off, man. Knock it out, bro. Knock it out with that. We ain't doing that, man. He had 20. He had.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, Ray.
29, 12,
real quick.
Let him talk, Mr. Fields. Let him cook, Mr. Fields, because he cooking for me.
No,
hold on, Mr. Fields. He cooking for me. He doing hibachi. Go ahead, Ski. Go ahead, Ski.
No,
go ahead. You cooking for me. You cooking that rice in front of me. You putting that egg on the thing for me. You cooking for me. Go ahead.
Listen, the hibachi restaurant you looking for, they out of business. I'm telling you, they out of business. They out of business. The man ain't never averaged 30. He ain't never averaged 30 in the season, but he averaged 30 in the playoffs. And now let's get to the finals. Let's talk about what Shaq did in the finals. Let's pull up them numbers. Pull them up, right? He averaged 2 years. He averaged 30 in the playoffs. Pull them up, right?
Boom.
15 rebounds. Put them up, right?
Boom.
2.4 blocks. Come on, Ray. Pull them up.
Hey, Ray. Go pull up the numbers of the bid that played against Shaq. How fast did they get in foul trouble before they got to sit down and Shaq dunking on the backup? Shaq dunking on the third.
Hey, you know who I'm gonna be mentioning if I say who he went against? There's gonna be people like Rick Smith. You know what I mean? It's gonna be people like.
Oh, he didn't go.
Hey, that's who won the East. That's who won the East,
playoffs, right?
That's who won the East.
It's gonna be Brian Grant. The people might not know who he is. It's gonna be people like Brian Grant.
He played for Portland Trailblazers. He played for Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, because remember Lakers had to go through Trailblazers. Remember? Because Kobe had the law of the Shaq.
They had Sabonis and Rasheed Wallace now.
That's right. They had Rasheed Wallace. Don't do that.
And
Rasheed was holding Shaq, getting dunked on too. Don't do that. I need for you to keep your face next to the screen.
No. Ben Wallace. You said Ben Wallace though.
They had Rasheed Wallace, Bunzy Wells.
Okay, they had Rasheed.
Talk to him. And Bunzy Wells will get.
You know what Shaq averaged for a final? This is NBA final stat. Now, what all his finals appearances added in this whole stat. He averaged 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 3.1 assists in 20 games for the Lakers in his NBA Finals career.
Man, put some respect on Shaq, man.
He's better than Jokic, period.
Boom.
Period.
See, when you get cooked by
I need that white girl on here I need that white girl on here every time when I make a point. And that period of bullshit that she used to do, I need her on there. Go ahead and shut it down because I'm cooking tonight.
Man, you ain't cooking nothing, man. You ain't cooking. You boiling hot dogs, brother. You boiling hot dogs, brother.
Hey, listen, I got the real tomahawk steak on the grill. It cooking too. It cooking.
First of all, let's get to this.
We didn't got that seasoning stick on there.
Hold on, man. First of all, let's get to this. Who you think the greatest of all time center is? You ain't even said who you think it is.
I'm in between. It's out of Hakeem and Shaq. It's out of Hakeem and Shaq to me.
Why would you feel defeated? You always lay back and drink some of that beer. Sit up. Put your face in the camera. America watching you. America watching you.
Listen, I will put Hakeem. I will put Hakeem up there in the top 2, top 3 for real. Like he might be.
You know why I say it's between him because
he's a defensive player.
he get
He
to
blocked.
when he got to the finals outside of him and what's the name when his rookie year, because he been to the finals more than 2 times.
I told you that. I taught you that.
I've been knew that. He got it in his rookie year. I've been knew that. I'm saying he been to the
Hey,
finals.
see how I get him, Mr. Fields? See how I get him riled up, Mr. Fields?
So, but I'm saying though, like when he got there, he was dominant. 95, he went through Shaq and got the chip. He went through Shaq and got the chip.
He did Shaq dirty.
Yeah, but he did Dave Robinson even more dirty because Dave Robinson had won the MVP. Remember that year? Dave Robinson won the MVP and he went to work on him in that series.
Elijah one got guard moved out.
But see, I'm torn though because
he got some
footwork. Rasheed Wallace, and probably Akeem Olajuwon can really play 1 through 5 if they really wanted to. They got the skill set.
Who you said? Come on, who you said?
Rasheed Wallace,
yeah,
and Akeem Olajuwon can take the ball off the rim and go all the way down and facilitate, post up, run the play, go down there and dunk on somebody.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Are you serious?
Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing. You supporting this Ski? Ski, you supporting this?
Was very inconsistent to me. I needed more from him because he was too talented. He was very inconsistent. Rasheed Wallace.
Who you talking about? Rasheed Wallace?
Yeah, he inconsistent. I needed
more. This what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. Like you just heard him say that Rasheed Wallace and Hakeem Olajuwon could have played 1 through 5.
No.
That I don't believe. I don't believe that. I mean, I believe they were versatile.
Hakeem could pass though, but why would you
Rasheed got his own way. Rasheed like to look at the referee and threaten the referee out the game.
But hold on. I'm glad you own Rasheed Wallace though. The most underachieving player that in my opinion, I feel. And he was very inconsistent because the talent that he had, he never lived up to that talent for real. He had one good year. Yeah, he had one good year in Portland when he averaged 19, but the rest of that shit, man, he was 14. His career 14 points. Rasheed Wallace, like no post moves, fade away, hook.
He got it all.
Yeah, he got it all. But he just like I said, he never averaged double-digit rebounds for his whole career. Not one season.
Listen, they very talented, but talk about them bringing the ball up the court all the time. No, can they do it a couple times? Yes, but like talk about every game, you just want them to bring it up. No.
Hey, cuz don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go with Nokovic. That's your favorite guy. Shaquille O'Neal win the argument. We're done. Let's talk about something else.
I mean, Shaq brought Mr. Field, Shaq brought the ball up the court a couple of times for LA, but did you want him bringing them up all the time? No, you don't. But can he grab the ball and go up the thing? Yeah, but
we just broke down the numbers, Ray.
Can I depend on? Well, hold on. Can I depend on Jokic to get me to the championships and dominate like Shaq? He only went one time. And last year,
dominated too, didn't he?
Last year they supposed to win. Yeah, they played the Heat with no center. Bam, but hold on. They supposed to win last year.
Hold on. Time out before you go any further. Did you name Alonzo Mourning as one of the great centers of all time?
I'm saying he's in the 90s. In the 90s, he was a good center, great center.
Good center.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Him and Bam Adebayo. Him and Bam Adebayo, same height, and Bam Adebayo bigger than him. Just for context. Man, I love slow roasting y'all. Like, cause y'all give me the ammo. It's like, hey, here go the bullet, shoot me. Here go the bullet, shoot me. Shoot me.
Because right, you just made
Bam Adebayo and Alonzo Mourning. Bam Adebayo is bigger than Alonzo Mourning. And so now since he played against Jokic, I guess he looks smaller than you.
No, he bigger than. Hold on. He bigger. Hold on. He bigger than Alonzo, but he never won a defensive player of the year. He never was a 2-time block champion or anything. He went up against Jokic. You think Jokic gonna just be dominating Lonzo, prime Lonzo? The man 2-time block champion. He ain't got to get any phone. I got it right here. And a 2-time defensive player of the year. Where's Bam's Adebayo?
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Can y'all see my phone in my hand?
No, you looking down, Ray. We know you looking down at the phone.
Oh, okay. I was just asking.
I know, Ray. Listen, I know.
Because I'm looking at my screen. I don't see no phone.
No, your face, you looking down like this. I know what you're doing. Right. You ain't got to. Listen, I got it right here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You talking about Bam, bro. Bam defensively ain't on morning level. So you trying to use that as your go-to debate for that? Because I said Alonzo Mourning, you lost. You lost. Bam ain't no defender.
Hey, for the people out there at home, Bam Adebayo is on one all defensive first team. Alonzo Mourning on 2. Alonzo Mourning all defensive team total selections only got 2. Bam Adebayo got 5.
How many defensive players?
Now Alonzo do got 2 defensive player of the year awards to Bam 0, and he was the block leader twice to his 0.
So let me ask you this, right? So would you rather have a five all defensive selections, or would you have the same amount as Alonzo and a 2-time defensive player of the year and a 2-time block leader? Which one would you better have? I'm asking.
I probably have want to go with the year, like, because that means that year I was the best. But at the same time, you kind of do want to be known for doing something a long time, But listen, in the playoffs, Bam Adebayo averaged 16.3 and Alonzo 13.6. Rebounds at Adebayo 9 and Alonzo 7. Assists, Bam 3, Alonzo 0. Steals 0.9 Bam. Alonzo 0.5, blocks 0.6, and Alonzo 2. So it appears in the playoffs, Alonzo Mourning don't.
Before you finish, like I said, you don't tell the whole thing. You just went over there a totality. Alonzo played. His stats went down in the playoffs when he was in the later part of his career.
And he was chasing the ring like all the old people do.
Hold on. 2001 season, because before then, 93 in the playoffs averaged 23. 23 and 9, 94, 95, 13 rebounds and 22 points. 95, 96 in Miami, 6 rebounds, 18 points, 1 block. 96, 97, 10 rebounds, 2.7 blocks, 17 points. 97, 98, 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. I mean, it's 21.6, 21.6, and then 2000 that when it went to 11. Tell the whole story. Bam ain't got a playoff where he averaged 20 points a game. Come on, bro. 21. He ain't got none of that.
What? You say he done what?
What Bam averaged 22 points a game for the playoffs? I'm next.
Yeah.
Who against who?
Yeah, I just looked at it. Yeah, he did.
One time.
20. You say he did have that.
Hold on. 3.4, 17, 15, 14, 17, and 22 from last year.
Hey, let's just do this. Let's just do this, because I'm gonna tell you the reason I knew this. Because in my group, my Instagram group chat,
I know you be talking about Lonzo Mourning and all
that. They were saying, like same thing you and Mr. Fields are doing. They were saying, ain't no true centers left. And I'm like, look, when y'all say that though, y'all act like it was a lot of good centers in the league. It was never a lot of good centers in the league. You got to combine errors for you to name a lot of centers. So when they started naming people like Alonzo Mourning and this and that, and I said Alonzo Mourning, 6'10", 240. Bam Adebayo, 6'9", 255. He's bigger than him. And you know how big Alonzo Mourning look on TV. Bam Adebayo still bigger than him. He went in shorter and he bigger than him.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna kill this, cuz. I'm gonna kill this, cuz.
Hey,
I'm gonna kill this,
he
cuz.
ain't
Real
got
quick.
man defensive player of the year award. Go ahead.
Real quick. You can
He
go
been in the
whatever
league for
number
8
you want.
years.
Right now, you got $1 million. You're betting somebody else in Chicago $1 million. Who your top 5 all time?
Of what? What we talking about?
You
Silvers
got
or what?
5 players. They playing for $1 million.
Hold on, Mr. Fields. Let me say something real quick, because Ray, like I said, these folks that's in your group chat, they weren't doing what they supposed to do, is bringing the facts. What is Bam's highest points per game in a regular season?
Probably 18 or something. Maybe 20, 18.
No, 18. I'm pretty sure he's right with 18. No,
Dang, I'm good. I don't even know that. I just guessed that.
No. I know. I said I'm pretty sure. I ain't looked it up. But do you know? I'm finna look it up right now. Hold on. Right now, I'm finna go to it. He had 20.4. But did you know Lonzo Mourning came in the league average of 21?
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? I can give you a list. Matter of fact, I think that's what I should do. I think that's what I should do. Give you a list of what he did. Okay. Regular season. 21, 21.5, 21.3, 23.2, 19.8, 19.2, 20.1, 21.7. That's what Alonzo did at 6'10", a short center. That you say.
Alonzo is one of the most aggressive centers they ever played, though.
Listen, it don't matter how you get the bucket, you get the bucket, right?
He more aggressive than Bam, but Bam's is bigger than him.
Oh, that ain't who fault that is, right?
That's Bam. That's Bam's fault.
We talked about on the podcast about how Bam don't be aggressive enough, and he be
Bam is more skilled than Alonzo, but Alonzo put his work boots on and get what he need to get. He get his points. He work hard.
You can be more skilled than somebody, but when the final results happen, you can put up less stats than the other person.
That's what I'm saying.
Just because I mean you more skilled don't mean you're gonna be more productive. He ain't got no dog in him. I told you, Bam ain't got no dog in him. He's a Chihuahua.
Man.
He's a Chihuahua. But I'm like I said, moving on with this debate, I'm torn between Hakeem and Shaq. Cause I know it's hard. It's kind of hard to go.
I like Hakeem better than most of the centers because I know he was like, I think he led the league in steals 1 year and blocks. So it's hard because he's a talented jump shooter. He got great footwork. So, but I guess it's a thing like where like you got players, like you got somebody like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is more, let me say, like all around he better than Luka Doncic.
I do. I just got through debating with somebody on Instagram about that. He told me.
But Luka Doncic offensively is better than Anthony Edwards.
Fuck no.
And his offense is so good that you like. No. Luka offense is so good that you almost got to put him like. No. You got to put him like top five players in the league.
No, it's not.
Like you got to put him up there.
No, it's not.
Of his offense.
No, it's not. It's not better than Anthony Edwards. No, it's not. Anthony Edwards can get to the basket better. His mid-range is better, and he's shooting the 3-ball. Luka is a streaky shooter. Luka is crafted. Ant-Man can get to the basket on anybody. He doesn't need 30-point fakes.
Ant streaky. Ant can be streaky himself.
Well, three-pointer. But Ant gets to the
basket. Everything. Ant just had 42 the other night. Ant just had 42 against the Grizzlies the other night in like the third quarter. He ain't scored no more points.
You ain't got two.
He was out there. He started missing shots.
What was Julius Randle doing?
Oh, third quarter, they were killing now. Their whole team killed the third quarter.
All right, then, man. Come on, right? Stop talking.
Luka got 70 points in the game, 73.
I don't care nothing about no damn 70 point, man. He just had, hold on, Ant-Man just had 43 in the game they needed today.
They barely won that game. Out there playing with that team. They ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Yes, still told Julius Randle to show up.
But this is what I'm saying. If you ranking players, you gotta put Luka up there. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much disdain. I don't care how much disdain you got for him, how much you don't like him. You have to put Luka up there and top. He like top 5 players in the NBA.
Hey, some of y'all be glazing over this. I'm speaking facts, bro. His game is not more impressive than Ant-Man, bro. And what can you do better than Ant-Man? His ball handling is clearly ain't better than Ant-Man. He can't book on you like Ant-Man. He's not getting to the basket, dunk, finishing above the rim, and up on the rim. His footwork not better than Ant-Man. What's up, man? What are we doing, Ray?
Hey, didn't he just lead his team past Ant-Man last year to the finals?
Hold on.
Then he just lead his team to the finals over Ant-Man last year.
It wasn't just Luka. The Dallas
I rest my
Mavericks.
case.
Hold on. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. You tell Karl Anthony Towns to show up, because he ain't show up either. Did Luka lead his team against Boston? Did they win? Did they beat Boston?
No, what about Anthony Edwards? Did they beat Boston? They weren't even there with it.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, I know, because Luka put him out.
Okay, but Luka got put out.
So you got to talk about a whole other team. You got to talk about a whole other team.
And Luka listen, if Kyrie would have did what he did, Luka would have been at the house too.
That's Ant fault. Ant should have been talking. It's Ant fault.
And I'm glad you're saying that, because that let me know it was Dallas Mavericks that beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, not Luka Doncic. Put Ant-Man out.
Luka ain't had no bad game. Luka ain't had no bad series against them.
He
had no bad series against them.
Kyrie had a great.
Now he had a bad series against Boston.
No, he did. He got a stat.
Yeah, after the first 2 games, after they talked about him bad.
He didn't play no defense. And I ain't no way
put
him over no damn Ant-Man. Offensively or defensively over no Ant-Man. He good. He good, but no. Hell no. If his jump shot ain't falling, if his jump shot from 3 ain't falling, it'd be over with.
What you mean? He can go to the goal too? What you mean?
If you really paid attention to his game,
I watch the games.
Right, you don't watch every game. I was telling you about the game.
No, not every game. No, I watch the game.
All right then. So I was telling you about the game when they played Chicago that time, and Chicago beat them, spanked them, and Luka was out there looking like shit.
Before that game, I was watching all the games before that. I missed that game. Now all the games before that, I watched. Obviously, you weren't watching them games because they were winning all the games.
I watched because I told you if his jump shot going down, if his 3-ball going down, he'd be good. But if that 3-ball ain't going down, he ain't doing shit. But complaining.
One of them games we both got on the pod after the Lakers played. Y'all ain't really want to talk after that game. Y'all ain't want to talk after that game. But when they lost, and y'all like, what happened? I'm like, I didn't even watch that game. I didn't watch that game.
So hold on.
What about the game before that? We both got on the pod again.
So I did not say in the pod before last time that when I wrote in the group chat about let's go ahead and do the pod, ain't nobody respond.
I know. Listen, wasn't nobody gonna respond but me and Mr. Fields because whenever we don't want to be wanting to talk whether they win or lose.
But I'm the one saying let's do the podcast out there. But when I hit everybody up to say
you ain't really want to talk, Ski, you ain't really want to talk. Cause you don't like when Luka be getting off like that. You don't like that.
Right. Let's stick to the center because you trying to go over there to Luka and shit. We ain't talking about Luka. We talking about the center. And you just said Jokic is the greatest center, and I got Hakeem Shaq. And easily. Jokic ain't even no top 10 center of all time.
Hey, you better go back and look.
He's not a top. So you got Kareem, you got Wilt, you got Shaq, you got Hakeem, you got Patrick Ewing, you got David Robinson.
Look at you running out. Look at you getting low.
I'm just naming
raise your hand up if I can see your fingers up good in the caption.
I just said that. I just stopped.
No. Keep going. Go start over and put your fingers up where we can see them. Do this. Do your fingers up for me and Mr. Fields to see him.
He ain't even in the top 5. What I need to do that for?
No. You said top 10, so count the 10 centers out that's better than
No,
him.
my fault. He in the top 10, but he ain't no top 5 centers. He not. He not. You know that. He know that.
Hey.
He not top 5.
Hey, that's how you know. That's how you know you about to get cooked.
No, I'm not. He not. He not top 5, so he outside the top 5. So what that matter? He not no top 5 center all time. You know that.
You wanted to stay on top. Listen, that's what my friends do in my group chat. That's what they do when they say, "Oh, they ain't no real centers left," and they was like back in the day, and I'd be like, "Well, shoot, y'all, which area y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the '90s?" I'm like, "Name the top 10, the top 10 centers in the '90s." Then,
so,
name.
Hold on, I just gave you 6 centers. So, like I said, so he not in the top 5. I gave you 6 centers.
Okay, you said top 10 first.
Yeah, but he the top 10.
And then you ran out of centers.
Some folks gonna put Bill Russell in there. So what they did, that make him sell him? They sell him now.
Bill Russell ain't in your top 10.
Hold on, I forgot too. Moses Malone. See, he's starting to come back. That's what I'm saying. So first straight out of high school, you can pull the stats up.
But you about to run out. But you gonna run out of centers.
They ain't running out of centers. They're just coming back, not just out the top of the dome straight. Moses Malone, you got Moses Malone. You got Bill Russell. You got Shaq.
Bro, no, stop it. Bill Russell not in your top 10 centers, bro. Stop it.
I said some people gonna put Bill Russell in there. That's what I said.
And know what some people gonna do? They gonna put Jokic in their top 5.
Somebody like you, they don't know no better.
No. What about somebody like Steve Kerr? What about somebody like him? Steve Kerr said, I played with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He said, I'm that old. He said,
what did Kerr?
I don't like to compare. Let me finish. He said, I don't like to compare eras. He said, but Nikola Jokic is the best center I've ever seen play, that I've ever watched in my life play. That's what. If you don't believe me, you can go look it up if you think I'm lying. That's what Steve Kerr said. So it ain't gonna just be me saying. It ain't gonna be just me saying. It's gonna be other people saying it. It's gonna be great coaches, all the main coaches saying.
I'm gonna go to
Nikola
bed,
Jokic is the best center I ever seen play. That's what people gonna be saying.
I'm gonna go to bed, man. I can't tell you this, man. That man killing me.
I'm going.
He killing me.
Hey, Mr. Phil, you sleep anyway. Listen, I told you I'm gonna start going to sleep the same time you go to sleep.
Well, I've been all weekend. Stop playing with me, bro. You killing me. You making an argument don't make no sense.
When did Steve Kerr?
Hey, Michelob, go ahead and sponsor us.
Listen, when did Steve Kerr play with Kareem?
That's what he said, man. That's what he said.
Steve Kerr came in the league in 89, 90. Kareem came and was in the league in the 70s, right? How the fuck did Steve
Get
Kerr
him, Ski? Get him, Ski.
You really?
I'm telling you what the man said.
You could.
Oh, wait a minute. He might have just said that he's seen him play, because he still seen him play at that age.
Listen, how you hold on, just like you told me, how you seen him play when they only bringing on certain games on TV?
If he come in at 79, 80, you say.
No, he came in at 89. He came in at 89, 90. What's the name was playing in 1970?
Hey, Chad, get this man, man. Hey, Chad, get this man.
Man, Kareem didn't retire to what? 90? The 90?
No, not the prime
man.
Kareem retired in 88, 89.
Listen.
He came in the league in 1969. So how Steve Kerr?
Right.
Man, come on, man.
Ray, you gotta stop this, Ray. Don't just say anything, Ray. Stop that.
The man said he played against Kareem. I'm telling you what he said. He said, I played against Kareem. Kareem couldn't do all this stuff. And again, Aaron dictate a lot of that.
Hey, you know Steve Kerr was born in 65. You know damn well he won't watch no damn Kareem like that. He was born in 65.
This is what he said. It's unfair to compare eras. He said, but Jokic is the best center I've ever seen. He said, I played against Kareem. Kareem couldn't do all this stuff. And again, eras dictate all of that. That's what he said.
That man was
I gotta go,
man.
man. I can't do
Man, Man, Steve Kerr known for saying stupid shit anyway.
He known for doing. He known for doing dumb stuff too. That's a fact.
Steve Kerr he known for saying some off the wall stuff. This is the same man that can't even control the locker room with Draymond and Jordan Poole, man. I Steve Kerr he ain't talking about nothing. He need to be calling praising and thanking Mark Jackson while he's worried about Nikola Jokic. I mean, not Nikola, but Nikola Jokic better than somebody. Need to be trying to call Mark Jackson.
He said Kareem.
He saved his coaching career. Go ahead.
He said Kareem couldn't do all this stuff. That's what he said.
What is?
And listen. Whether he's seen him or not, we know Kareem couldn't do all the stuff that Nikola do. So. You know, it ain't like he lying about it.
What Nikola do besides making success? And they set him up for that. That's all I'm asking.
Besides what?
What besides that? What do Nikola Jokic do besides make them assists now? And he don't play defense. And we know when they start tracking the stat for the blocks, how many blocks Kareem was having. Kareem was averaging, had like 4 blocks on the season for 3, 3.5, 3.3, 4.1, and he had steals too. 4 blocks for a season. Come on, man. Like when Jokic ain't never had 1 block a season. Everything's in the zeros on the blocks. You can look it up now.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Steve Kerr said. He said that Nikola is the best, and he said that Kareem couldn't do all this stuff. With your eyes and with my eyes, we know Kareem couldn't do nothing but shoot a jump hook. Kareem wasn't no jump shooter. He was 7'2".
I know Kareem was to play defense.
He's 7'2".
I don't give a damn. Jokic 7 foot. What you mean?
What I mean is, we know offensively, Kareem wasn't no passing the ball and getting people open and all, and shooting no threes and shooting no fadeaway. We know Kareem wasn't doing this. So of course we saying Kareem could not do all this stuff.
It's just like in real life. You're an offensive heavy guy. That's all you think is offense. That's why we know about defense.
No, I'm not, because if I'm offensive heavy, I would say that.
No, let me finish. You bringing up offensive stats. When I asked about the defense, you said nothing. All you were bringing up, well, he offensively, oh man, he's still the best. He can pass the ball. But what about defense? You know, Kareem was a 4-time block champ. You know that?
Why he ain't your top center then?
Who?
Kareem.
He's not mine. He's just not
mine. Why?
I seen Shaq.
Exactly. So don't come in here talking about how he can do this other stuff. No, wait. So don't come in here talking about what Kareem can do with Kareem, and nobody here got him as a greatest son ever.
Listen, that's my preference to have Hakeem and Shaq. I didn't even give you no straight answer. I said Hakeem. I'm torn between. The facts, they got the stats. Hold on, they got the stats right here. For you to say somebody is the best center of all time, they got to play some type of defense. All I'm showing you is Kareem played defense. There's no way in hell Jokic's better than Kareem. Kareem playing both sides of the ball. Yeah, he may
Jokic don't not play defense, man. What you talking about? Just like Shai Gilgeous. Shai Gilgeous got offense, but Shai play defense. But don't nobody talk about his defense.
Shai actually sits down. Jokic doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Most people don't talk about Shai defense. He got defense. Shai got defense. It's a lot of offensive players like Ant got defense. A lot of people don't talk about the defense side. They talk about the offensive side.
I heard too much. I heard too much. He said Ant got defense. What in the hell is he talking about?
See what I'm talking about? He just ready to get off.
They don't play defense?
He just ready to get off. He just ready to get off. Give him a reason.
No, he talking about Ant-Man. He talking about Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
The argument of all argument, the topic of debate, Shaquille O'Neal is better than everybody else you talking about. Enough is enough. Stop taking the narrative. Stop taking the goal.
No, Mr. Fields. Go ahead and get off. We know you ready to get off. Go ahead and get off. Because
no, hold on. We can stay up to 3:00 in the morning. That ain't the problem. I got to go to work.
Listen.
The lie about to end in a minute anyway. We just came on this Sunday about the debate. Ray said who his guy is Jokic. I disagree heavy. And you said Shaq is your greatest of all time.
Yeah, and see, all I did was make comparisons and say like it's a lot of players that's offensive. They so offensive that you don't recognize their defense, right? That's all I'm saying. So when I say Ant got defense, like you saying like, oh, you ready to get? I can say something controversial. Just go ahead and get you all off here.
This my thing though. They do praise Ant by the defense. They praise Shea by the defense. I'd have heard him on ESPN talking about it.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but that's not primarily what people look at when they talking about them two. They think about their offense, but they got defense. They sit down. They play defense.
You can play defense when the game is on the line. You can play defense when you rotating players and switching off, and you're not holding your guy. But when we say defense, we talk about people. Their whole game built off getting in your pocket. Their whole scheme is about sitting in the chair. They flapping the floor. They're not trying to score 30 or 40. They want to shoot some free throws and get fired and play defense all game. That's a whole different type of basketball than the basketball you talk when they guys put up numbers. When them guys put up offensive numbers, they basically saying, I'm going to go down here and get that bucket. I'm going to go stand at the elbow area or the wing, or I'm going to stand on the low block or at the top of the key, and I hope you shoot a three and bail me out. I hope you pass the ball the whole time and don't pull it out. Because my defense is predicated because my offense is saying I can score and I can't lock nobody up. Don't tell me they playing defense they can't play.
Mr. Fields, that's letting us know that you don't watch the game, Mr. Fields, because Ant will lock people up. And Shea lock people up.
See, you pick two people. You pick two people.
That's what I'm saying. You bucked at the two people we picked. So that's what letting us know that you ain't
I can't let you out. Tell me right now, all the teams in the NBA, tell me right now who all first defensive team right now. That scores who you like. Tell me.
Hey, listen, Mr. Fields. That's what letting us know that you ain't watching the game because they ain't picked the all defensive team yet. I can't tell you nothing yet. So listen, Mr. Fields,
who do you think is a lockdown defender? Who do you think, sir?
Hello, Mr. Fields. Last year, if you watch the Phoenix Suns against the Timberwolves, you know Timberwolves got the Suns out of there. If you watch Ant play defense on KD on Devin Booker, he was in Devin Booker pocket.
He wasn't on. He was in his pocket. He was the only one scoring. He wasn't. KD was the only one.
I said he was in Devin Booker pocket. I said he played. I didn't say nothing about him. But look, if you watch, he was in Bradley Beal pocket. He was in Devin Booker pocket. If you watch him against the Nuggets, they frustrated the mess out of Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray felt like he was in a straitjacket. That's how they got the Nuggets up out of here last year. They played defense. This is what Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, is a great defender.
Right,
Shea is a great defender.
Oh, Mr. Fields, after you respond, we're going to call it a night on the cast. Go ahead and respond to what Ray said.
Man, give that man a cookie. Give him a cookie. because one minute he talk about, oh, their points. Oh, they show skill. Oh, he done this. He ain't he ain't won no championship. Oh, he done that. Oh, he's better than Shaq because he's a facilitator. Oh, all this stuff right now. Now all of a sudden he a defensive lockdown coach. He the greatest defensive coach of all time. Oh, Ant-Man, he picked two guys. But he can't tell me in the last 5, 10, or just in general, not just when they play all time, just their career. What type of player they is? Numbers speak for themselves. You getting 10, 12 rebounds. You getting 8, 5 to 6 blocks. you get at least 4, 5, 6 steals. The guy you play against don't score a lot that game, and you did. Every time y'all play, you might be a defensive player. All the key superstars in the league don't score a lot of points when you play, but you score either because of you or because of the scheme. Is it because other players on the team, like Scottie Pippen for Michael Jordan, or was it you being a man and locking them down? That's what I'm talking about. But you don't want to do. All you want to do is Google stuff. Google. That's all you want to do. But you always talking about you cooking somebody. Who you cooking and you looking at Google? Hey, sorry. You always talk to the computer, man. Put your chest in the camera. Get your face in the camera and let's talk.
Hey, Mr. Fields, what I'm doing is I'm telling more people to get on the pod before we get off of these 5 minutes. that's what I'm doing. Look. Somebody asked me what I'm doing. I said I'm on the pod. They said what you arguing. They said what y'all arguing about now. So I was sharing our live right there. That's what I was doing. But look, I was sharing our live right there. That's what I was doing. But no,
a whole hour and a half, and I gotta hear about offensive stats and points and layups and how many they got and what they did in this game 5. In 2016, Clay hit this shot in the corner. He's the best catching shooter. The best catching shooter of all time. What the hell they got to do with winning the game? What they got to do with being the best?
I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Fields. The best 3 and D player of all time, Klay Thompson.
Hey, man, listen. We're gonna call it a night now, man.
Hold on, man. How you gonna let Mr. Fields get the last word? I ain't even respond to what he said.
No, Ray, I just said after Mr. Fields responded to Ray, we were calling the show.
No, how he respond to me and I ain't get to say nothing back.
Well, go ahead, Ray. After Ray, that's it.
You blabbered enough. Ray. Blah 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 blah.
All right, so anyway, because when I be talking, Mr. Fields he be interrupting me anyways. So yeah, all I'm saying is this: you got players. I wouldn't dare come on here and say that Nikola Jokic is like a lockdown defender or whatever.
He ain't no defender. Go ahead.
He plays defense in my mind. Like he plays the same defense that the Larry Bird plays. He tries. It ain't like he out there not trying. Like I can honestly say Luka last year, it didn't look like he was interested in playing nothing but offense in the finals. I can honestly say that.
He still don't. Go ahead.
But I can say Luka Doncic, he tries. He just so slow. He tries though. He tries. He kind of like help around the basket and stuff. Like you get close to him and he just there. He try to do a little something, but I don't want to just make it offensively because that's what it seems like I'm doing. I'm saying offensively he's the greatest center because he is offensively the greatest center. So most of that stuff that I'm giving him is off offense. So yeah, you're right. But that's why I also mentioned like I would have to go with Hakeem because I know Hakeem led the league in steals and blocks 1 year, and he was a scorer, and he can do more. He's more versatile. I'm gonna always go with the more versatile players that can do more and help their team win. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna go with them. And I know Jokic helps his team win. He's the most important person on their team. Like even right now, like if they gave him MVP, you really couldn't be mad, to be honest. But Shea Buster got it. Shea Buster got it last year. Shea Buster got it last year. So it's kind of like you need to make up for not getting it right last year and give it to Shea this year.
Man, come on, Ray. Ray, let me say this.
Look at Nettles. Look at Nettles down there. Look at Nettles down there. I ain't saying stats is everything, but I'm saying Nikola Jokic is probably like
hold on, Ray. Let me say this.
The greatest because he gives so many points and he gives assists, rebounds. He impacts the game better than almost any center that I've seen. That's why I'm gonna say he's the greatest.
Hold on, Ray. You said you always take the person that was the most versatile player, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen you took Jordan yet.
Why would I take Jordan?
So Jordan, hold on. So before Pippen and all them, Jordan was versatile. So Jordan was doing what LeBron was doing. That's all I'm asking.
So how long he did it?
That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question. So he never did the same thing what LeBron been doing. He never did it.
I can say his first years. I guess like the first couple of years, 2, 3.
He was getting triple doubles too. Okay, so
not a lot now. Not a lot. Don't do that because we got the stats.
He had a triple double streak.
It was a lot.
Hold on, Ski. The Michael Jordan was LeBron James before LeBron James.
Of course.
And I want you to listen to it clearly. When Scottie Pippen got there, I don't know what agreement they had behind closed doors, but once he got there, they played together to get things done. Even though Mike still wanted to take them shots when the game was on the line, they played together. Because if you look at it, Mike never made the playoffs when he was doing what he wanted to do. The minute he got another player,
Mike made the playoffs
on the team.
Hey,
they started.
Hey, Ski. He got 28 triple doubles in his career, and in 89, 89, he had a streak of 7 straight triple doubles.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive. But you want me to tell you how much the person that you compared him got? They ain't even in the same realm. So yeah, he could do. Yeah, he did it.
No, because Mr. Fields already stopped me, and now you stop me again. So you finna try to make your point about the person you comparing to. The person I'm comparing to took on that. Michael Jordan, when they got that team, they built that team around Michael Jordan. So everything that he was doing, he didn't have to do anymore, but really focus on scoring. Michael Jordan was doing what LeBron was doing. They put a team. Everybody that they put around Michael Jordan did what that played their role and did what Michael Jordan was doing without them. Michael Jordan made it to the playoffs. He was getting bounced out, but he was playing against teams that won 60 games. So, of course, he was losing. But LeBron tanks on that. He does that on his own. Every team that be built around LeBron, he have nothing but shooters. He have a lot of shooters around him. So, of course, he's going to keep doing rebounding stuff because they really don't have no big team. Only big team that he really had in his career was that Laker team in the bubble where they had Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and Anthony Davis. So, he didn't have to rebound and do that stuff like that. Then you had Rondo off the bench and all that. So, when Rondo came in the game, Rondo ran the point. So, we ain't going to do that, right? We ain't going to do that.
Gee whiz. Listen.
We ain't going to do that, right?
Man.
We ain't gonna do that, right?
Man, Michael Jordan is 20th with 28 triple doubles.
Ray, you acting like triple doubles.
Hold on, let me finish all time. Grant Hill 19th. Okay. With 29.
Okay.
Ben Simmons got 33. Draymond got 33.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook got all time the most. He got 203. Okay. Nikola Jokic is number 3 with 164, and LeBron has 122. Jason Kidd has 107 at 5 and 6.
Okay.
Bro, Nikola Jokic is number 3 all time in triple doubles. I didn't even know that.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So,
just to say this though, Nikola Jokic becomes the first center to average a triple double on the season. I just want to put that in there. But go ahead, whatever you're finna say. Go ahead, finish.
Like,
how many championships you got?
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. You acting like.
But how many championships you got?
He got one.
Mike got 6.
He got one Mr. Field.
Mike got 6.
He got one.
Michael Jordan got 6. 6.
But it look. Well, Bill Russell got 11.
Hold on, let me explain.
Bill Russell got 11.
But he ain't got them numbers. He ain't got them offensive numbers that you like.
Robert Horry got 7.
He don't have the number that you like.
Don't tell me
Bill Russell got more defensive awards.
Don't tell me.
But you ain't got the number. You just say make 6 now. You just said you like all these numbers, but ain't got the. Who got the championship and the numbers? Michael Jordan. Who next in line? Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
Who next in line?
I ain't saying nothing about no number. You start bringing up championships. I was talking about triple doubles. You start talking about championships. I started talking about Bill Russell.
Stacks with championship. That's the best. That kill everything. That's Shaquille. That's Jordan.
All
That's
them
Magic
hey,
Johnson.
Mr. Phil, guess what, Mr. Phil? All them championships, Scottie Pippen led it, everything but points. That's points, rebounds, steals, and all that, assists, all that, everything.
Did Scottie Pippen win when Michael sat down? When he went home, did Scottie Pippen win that next year?
Finished fourth in MVP voting. Led the team in points.
Did he win?
Did he win? Hey, listen, hold on, Mr. Fields, I got this. Listen,
let me see.
Listen.
Let me see.
Y'all only start giving out participation trophies when LeBron. You hollering about this fourth. He finished fourth and shit with the MVP. Did he win the bitch? No, he did not. So we gonna kill all that about.
Hey, listen.
They're not winning.
Hey, listen. In the NBA, there's been roughly 4,800 individuals that has played in the NBA. There's only 7 players that have led their team in points at all the major statistics, which is points, assists, steals, rebounds, steals, and blocks. It's only been like 7 players that did that. It was like Giannis, Dave Cowens, LeBron James, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Garnett. Who else? Can't remember the other 2.
All right,
let me say that's the only people out of the 4,800 people that done did that.
And let me say,
and Scottie Pippen one of them. That let you know who the versatile player on their team.
Let me say this: Scottie Pippen wasn't no scorer either. He was a point forward, and he played defense. He more of a defensive guy than he was an offensive guy. Number 2, Kevin Garnett played with nothing over there in Minnesota. Nothing.
And he won MVP by leading his team in everything.
Man. Hold on, man.
With Minnesota.
He played with nothing. LeBron James, all his teams be built around him, and they be shooters. They don't be no defensive. LeBron ain't never played with a defensive guy. He only time he played with besides Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis was controlling the boards. LeBron ain't controlling the boards.
Dwayne Wade not defensive.
Dwayne Wade wasn't leaving the team in rebounds and stuff. They had Chris.
But he's not defensive though.
He had like 9 rebounds a game. Everybody that LeBron played, everybody LeBron played outside of Anthony Davis, and when he had the White House and JaVale McGee, they didn't rebound the ball like them folks did. LeBron James was their primary rebounder. Tristan Thompson came in. Now Tristan Thompson was rebounding in their prime, but that was about it. Michael Jordan had an 8-8. Michael Jordan had an 8-8 year, so they let you know he could do it. They just listen. Why would I want my best player doing everything? I'm gonna build a team around him. I'm gonna find everybody. I'm gonna find somebody that can rebound. I'm gonna find a center that's a defensive center that can give me some buckets. I'm gonna find me another wing that can score. He might not be no bona fide scorer, but can score and can defend and do some stuff. I'm gonna find me some guards that can shoot, pass, and all that. Why am I have my superstar doing all that?
No. That's smart as a coach. That's smart as a coach.
General manager. But Jerry Krause
smart as a coach. That's smart as a coach. But that's the reason why you got people like Jason Kidd and Bill Laimbeer and a lot of people saying like LeBron the GOAT because they say he controls so many things on the court. That's one of the reasons. Because all you had to do is go out there and score. What he had to do is do everything. He had to coach. He had to set up the offense. He had to set up the defense. He had to get rebounds. He had to block. He had the greatest block in NBA history.
He did.
He had to block.
J.R. Smith had that.
J.R. Smith blocked them?
J.R. Smith stopped. J.R. Smith.
Did he block Iguodala?
Listen, no J.R. Smith, no block.
Did he block him though?
No J.R. Smith the one slowed him down.
Did he? Who has the most important block? Who has the most important block in NBA history?
J.R. Smith was more important to that block than LeBron was because J.R. Smith, the one who stopped him from.
Who had the block? Who had the actual block though?
Man, listen. J.R. Smith, the reason why LeBron got the block. Don't nobody give him credit. He the one.
But who has the block though?
Bro, you're not finna do that. That's not the.
Who has the block?
That's not the greatest block of all time. Stop it, Ray. Stop. It's not. It's not.
Who got the best block of all time?
The block of all time was when Giannis and the game was in the finals with Giannis blocked fucking or
with the Suns.
Boy, 2 7-footers. He blocked the for an alley, bro. He didn't need nobody to slow him up. He didn't need nobody to slow him up for no chase down. He met him at the rim. Hey, Mr. Fields, I know you seen that.
So listen. So the block that Giannis had was game 7 with a couple with like a minute left. That's what you're saying?
You say no. You trying to use game 7 to heighten the block
because the magnitude of the block, the magnitude of it.
No.
That what making the great block. It's when he did it.
That was not that didn't cause them to lose the game because Golden State they still had a chance to win the game. That didn't cause them to lose the game. That goddamn alley was at the end of the game when they threw that alley to 8 and he blocked it at the rim. Man, come on, bro. No. And then you trying to discredit J.R. Smith because J.R. Smith the one who's too slow.
I ain't discredit nothing. LeBron still have to make the block. He got to make the block.
LeBron was gonna make the block. He was gonna.
He got to make the block though.
Huh?
He still got to make the block.
Bro, listen, it was no J.R. Smith right there. Blunt never makes that block. Period. You know that. You know that.
That might be true, but it's still that doesn't take away from how important the block was.
Oh, they did not. That didn't cause the game. That wasn't the game. That wasn't a game-sealing win. That was not a game-sealing win. That was
at the end of the game.
Oh no, that wasn't in the final seconds of the game.
Well, it was like the final minute. It was like the final minute or so.
No, it
like
was
the final
not.
minute.
The final minutes came down when Clay had them bad. Steph had them bad possessions. What are you talking about?
No. That block was like within like a minute or so though.
That block was not in a minute or so, bro. The game was still tied up.
The game was tied for 5 minutes. The game was tied for the last 5 minutes.
So after the block, they still had chances to win. Kyrie hit the shot, they still had a chance to win. That wasn't the reason why they lost. Because the block, you had like the block was some shit that Ant-Man did when on Shea. When he stopped Shea them from beating him that time. When he blocked it at the arm at the buzzer. Come on, man. You on Google now trying to find out what time he blocked it and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't understand. I don't understand why you making me do this. We know that was one of the most important plays of the whole game.
No, it didn't. Wait, did the game end after that block? Did the final score? Did the clock say 0 after the block? All right, then.
No.
All right, then.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. But neither team had scored. The top 2 deep offensive in the league hadn't scored for 5 minutes.
Stop doing that, right? Did the game end on that block? That's all I'm asking. Did the game end? All right, then. Stop with that.
But how important was that block?
He made a good block because of J.R. Smith. But it didn't cause the game. It didn't make the game.
It ain't even about that. It's important. It's one of the most important moments of the whole game. It's under 2 minutes when he make the block.
But did it stop the game? They were still tied up, and under 2 minutes, they were still tied up. Am I lying?
They were tied up for 5 minutes. I told you that.
All right. So if you make a block and we still tied up, plenty of chances to win the game. Is that the reason why we lost?
Bruh, listen. If they score right there, right? If they do get that score right there, the game is different. Don't act like don't act like the game is the same just because.
How you know the game is different? Kyrie still come down and shoot the shot, and they still go up. They'll go up 1. What is he talking about?
All right, if they go up 1, then Steph ain't down there dancing around the 3-point line. They going to the goal.
Steph dance around the 3-point line anyway.
No. Like they can't play him like that. He can go to the goal and shoot a layup. The game different. If they only up by 1 point.
Well, right. I'm gonna end ending on that note. We'll pick up that BS debate on the next show. We'll pick that BS debate.
Hey, Nettles, if you still on the pod, I don't know if he is or not. If you still on the pod, learn how to throw a bounce pass. Go ahead, Ski.
Nettles, keep throwing passes you doing. But we gonna call it a night. Anything else y'all gotta say out there? We'll be back on later on in the week. Talk about these playing games.
We got a game. We got a game. We got a game Tuesday. But I know it's some important. We got a game. We got a game Tuesday.
We'll be back on Wednesday.
But we got some important game. We got some important games that's gonna play Tuesday and Wednesday to shape the playoffs. So
we'll be back on Wednesday.
I'm gonna cook you Wednesday again.
All right. So that's all, man. We out of here. Mr. Fielder put the phone down because he tired of listening to Ray. We out of here. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Talk about some more hoops and talk about right now on league game. We out.